Hey guys, what y'all saying? Ooh, welcome to all of my new subscribers. I see we are at 100 strong. Woo woo. Welcome to the All Natural Nation, okay? All natural, where everything on this channel we try to deal with natural hair care or any hair care with all natural products. So it's easy on the pockets and easy on our hair. So let's get into this video. So in this video, I'm continuing to talk about oils, particularly the ones that we use on our scalp. I know I've noticed a lot of persons in the natural community are now sounding off about oiling our scalps, or they have discontinued the practice altogether, oiling our scalp or greasing our scalp. So I wanted to further investigate the effects of oils on our scalp and what's the role of sebum, and when do we oil our scalps, and what type of oil that we use, and the do's and don'ts. So in this video I am going to be doing a swatch test of oils. So I will be swatching the oils that I have in my possession. I wish I did have coconut oil and some shea butter to add to the swatch, but let's just watch the results from the ones that I do have. So what is comedogenic? Comedogenic is the tendency for an ingredient to clog our pores. Anything that disrupts the sebum outflow from our skin can lead to formation of a comedone or a whitehead or acne. So it is important for us to maintain a clean scalp, because if the hair follicles on your scalp get clogged, it can stop your hair follicle coming to the surface. Keeping the scalp clean is an integral part of achieving natural, healthy hair growth. A buildup of sweat, dirt, hair, hair products, and excess oils and even sebum can block hair follicles, which causes severe itching and dandruff. Heavy oils can trap dirt and excess sweat and dead cells into your follicle, which can also cause inflammation and infection. Here you can see the scale at which these oils rank. Some of them toggle between different sources, but for the most part, this is what their scale is. So we can see that anything with a score of 0 most likely won't clog your pores, and anything with a scale of 5 will definitely clog your pores. So looking here, we can see the swatches, and already we can see the castor oil and the olive oil is pretty thick there. And I'm just putting in some clips of a microscope that I put on my scalp to show sebum buildup and also the effect of oils on your hair and your scalp. And you can see a nice little split end and single strand knot. So I'll link that video so you can watch it later. It's pretty fun. So what I've noticed in watching a good amount of videos about oiling our scalp, in particular the use of Ayurvedic oils, is that other nationalities or races, they would apply the oil as an hourly or overnight treatment and then wash it out. So for persons like us, or people of color, when we wash our hair once a week to once a month, can you imagine the effect of having those heavy products and heavy oils just sitting on our scalp for those long period of time? So yes, you can continue to oil your scalp, but I would recommend using the lighter oils or the non-comedogenic oils that will not block your follicles. So here we are 5 minutes later, and that olive oil and castor oil is glistening honey, as well as the jojoba oil, which I expected because these are number 2s and above in the scale. But as we can see, the grapeseed oil and the hemp, avocado, which is the star right now for me, because I usually use avocado on my strands, but I can see it's absorbed pretty well into my skin. And with these swatches, I have not rubbed it in. I just let it sit there and see how it naturally absorbs into the scalp, into the skin. And I've seen a lot of oils that are promoted as scalp oil or hair growth oil that have really heavy oils in them, such as coconut oil, olive oil, and castor oil, which has a comedogenic score of 1, But because it is slow absorbing, it can sit on your scalp or your skin for a long period of time. So there's nothing wrong with applying oils to your scalp. There just may be issues that arise by leaving them there for a period of time, a longer period of time, and not washing it out in a timely manner. I believe that some oils are good or safe for your skin to stay there, while others should just be used for your hair strands or treatments that are washed out, and you won't have the oil just sitting on your scalp or your hair. So let's talk about castor oil. In the beginning of my natural hair journey, I vowed for Jamaican black castor oil, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that castor oil is pretty thick, right? It's a humectant, it's pretty thick, and thus it can clog your follicles. And it can also lead to an acne outbreak or even make the acne that you already have worse. And then it can also attract sweat and grime because it's low in the scale, but it's slow to absorb. And so it can sit on your, when I used to oil my scalp with castor oil, I would touch my scalp 3 days later and I would still have a lot of oil coming out on my fingertips. So here are the swatches 10 minutes later, and as we can see, the castor oil and olive oil are still shining, 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 shining. Anyway, all of the other oils have absorbed pretty well. So you can imagine if you aid absorption by massaging them into your scalp, you won't have a buildup of oil on your scalp. And this is also important to break up any sebum that collects in our follicles, because those of us with kinkier hair, the sebum doesn't easily go to the ends of our strand. So definitely use oils that are lower on the comedogenic scale. So you don't have to throw away your castor oil. What you can do is you can dilute the oil with another oil or a lower a lower oil on the scale, such as safflower or hemp or sunflower oil. I would say the ratio would be like 1 to 4. So one of the castor oil, and then the other 3/4 would be the amount of a lower oil. And that way you can still get the benefits from using castor oil on your scalp. So at this point, you may be asking yourself, why bother with oil in my scalp at all? Well, here's the thing. The skin is the largest organ, and products can be absorbed through the skin externally. Products, let's say for example, amla. Amla has a high vitamin C content, which is an essential nutrient that aids in the hair follicle or producing hair or hair growth process. So if we have oils that are infused with nutritional products, which stimulates or aids in our hair growth, that can be helpful. But we must ensure that the oil isn't thick, which can be anti-productive to the purpose of oiling your scalp in the first place. Also, there are persons that just have super dry scalps due to a low sebum production. So oiling can help with that, but just enough not to clog or block the follicles. I usually oil my scalp 2 times a week, 3 times the most. And as you can see, I only use a small amount, because when I did my video with my hair under the microscope, I realized that a little goes a long way, and that goes for putting products on your hair strands too. We feel like, my hair isn't moisturized until I see the white shining through. No, a little goes a long way, and your hair responds that way. Your scalp wants to be clean and clear and under control. Once you have a clean and clear scalp, you will definitely have healthy strands growing out of your hair. So I hope this video helped with those that may be thinking, should I oil my scalp or shouldn't I? I encourage you all to continue to do your research. All of this stuff is readily available in ebooks about hair or on the internet. Okay? Happy growing, guys.